Hi everyone, this is Sana coming to you from Stockholm, and I've been on vacation, so it feels like I haven't been in social media marketing mode for a couple of weeks, but it's good to be back. And what I want to talk about today is the difference between having to do something and wanting to do something. You know just as well as I do that when you have your own business, there's a lot of things that you must do. You must have your finances in order and make sure that you can pay the bills. You must work on sales and marketing to get new clients. There's a lot of things you need to do. You must produce interesting content if you're selling services. There's a bunch of musts. And this is just the way it is, right? There's not much we can do about that. We just have to make sure that we can get the things done, that we have good systems in place to help us do that. But sometimes I think that it's really important to just reflect on, in the moment, what you want to do as well. Because when we pressure ourselves too much, we can simply lose motivation. And when we lose motivation, we lose energy. And with no energy, there's no creativity. And creativity, I believe, is really the fundament for getting anything done, your new offers to the market, successful marketing of those products, etc., etc. So I thought about this before I went on my vacation because I often tend to feel like I have to sort of be on duty, so to speak, like on in work mode, even though I'm on holiday. And this is something that I think has to do with how I've been brought up, but I think that it's also about the habits that I've actively created for myself. And so I was debating with myself, what should I deliver when I'm on holiday, and how much should I be working, and which projects should I create progress on? And maybe this sounds crazy to you. I think that it is a little bit crazy, because what I finally realized was that, listen, I need a break. I want to enjoy the holiday, and if I work, I want to work. And chances are I'm not going to be very productive, even if I try to get things done while I'm away, because I'm not just in a focused work mood. But another factor is also I want to be a great role model for my son, and I want to teach my son that you need to have a break, you need to take care of yourself, and so on. So I decided, let's just go away and enjoy this time. That's what I did. And not only did I come back more relaxed and more energized, but all of a sudden, coming back to my projects that I was working on before the holiday, I was like, yeah, I really know exactly what this product should be about. I really know exactly what the next blog post should be about. And I was really inspired to continue working. And I saw things much more clear and much clearer than before. So I think that taking a break and sometimes letting go of things that you must absolutely do is really good, not just for self-care, but also actually for productivity. So that's something to keep in mind. So yeah, when you read about all these gurus and, you have these habits, and that's awesome. But there's also life, and we all have different circumstances. Some of us have young children we need to take care of, and they need a lot of our attention, and perhaps we want to give them that attention. At least for me, I know that that's true. Others may have old parents or relatives who are in need of care. And so sometimes life just happens. Sometimes you might just be overwhelmed or feel unmotivated. And yeah, I do believe in habits, and I do believe in systems and routines, but sometimes I also believe that it's more than okay. It's actually needed that we move away from those routines and say, not today. Today, I need a break. Today, I'm going to eat lots of chocolate and watch TV and do something completely unrelated to work. Because chances are, and I know that not just from this vacation experience, but from before as well, of course, that we're going to come back feeling happier and more motivated, and we're going to get things done in half of the time than if we had pushed ourselves with these musts. So I wrote a little bit about this in my blog post of this week, how I have realized that this kind of freedom as well when it comes to creativity is super important. So I'm a very focused person, and I always have sort of a methodological way of approaching things, and I create habits, and I tend to stick to them really, really, I do what I tell myself that I should do. So I started to realize about a year ago that this kind of focus is helpful, but it's actually also a little bit damaging, especially when it comes to content creation and creating new offers and so on. Because if I set a goal for myself that I should produce this and this and this much text, or if this specific project A is what I should be working on today, no matter what, you stick to it, this is what you decided, you must get progress on this one. Then if I don't feel like it that day, if I'm not in a creative mode, or if I actually feel really inspired to work on something else, then I have discovered, and this isn't rocket science, I know that, but I'm just sharing this experience, that it's really, really helpful to have that, to allow yourself to have that creative freedom. So if you feel more motivated to work on project B instead of project A, then I think you should do that. So I realized this when I was away with a really good friend of mine. We took a weekend away just to produce content last spring. And what I realized during those days, that it was an immense difference when I just went with the flow, changing themes, changing topics, working on one product during the morning and then another during the afternoon, writing blog posts for a couple of hours and then going into PowerPoint mode and, create that overview that you sometimes need as well. And I allowed myself this because we had said, just produce. Doesn't matter what the result is going to be, just feel free to write whatever that's going to be about. And having that creative freedom really produced amazing results for me. So today, and this is the whole point of that blog post, today I really allow myself that creative freedom. And what I do is I combine focus and structure with that freedom. So I know exactly which projects I want to move forward on. I know exactly when they should be done, what benefits my customers should get from them, when they should be able to access them, etc., etc. I have a plan for that. Like, I have the overall goals and I know what to do each week. So I do have a very systemized approach and very focused approach to that. But on a day-by-day basis, so if I have a weekly plan and I will have loosely set some to-do item on a Monday, for example, and something different on a Tuesday, I don't care about exactly what I do when. I just care about getting it done. So yeah, discipline and focus is required, but that freedom to actually go with the flow and do what you feel inspired with, it has really helped me a lot. So yeah, wanting to do things, having to do things, we need to find a balance. And I think that following the heart sometimes and spending a little less time in the head has been helpful, at least for me. Maybe it is for you as well. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. If you think that this is helpful, if you share my views. If not, please let me know as well. This is all about discussion and learning from each other. So just want to finish off by wishing you a great day and a great continued week. And I hope to hear from you soon and see you next time. Thanks so much for checking in. Bye.